Hello, and welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am here literally 366 days this year, and normally 365 days. I'm here to take your political questions out of the chat, so just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America, feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. We have epic troll slayers who've kept us safe for years. Thank you. And we've got a great community here because of you. You have been so kind to each other. You've been so kind to me. Thank you. All right, and hello. If you're watching on replay, all the questions are in the description box. I timestamp them as I go. Actually, I'm trying to make sure I've got this laid out properly. Nope, that's the wrong one. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch the whole thing back on like 1.25 speed, which I do a lot on YouTube. I cover a lot of YouTube ground in a day. So we've got all kinds of great questions from you. Thank you. And also, I love the cats. I also love the mice. These are adorable. Anyway, so I'm trying to figure out what deck I feel like I should use. Old Faithful, Pulp Tarot, not sure. I did order Linda Grindel's book today. I'll gonna get that. I think it said it might be here tomorrow, if not that, the day after. So I'll read that, let you know how it is. We have lots of questions, and then at the end today, because I know this is not some people's deal, so it will be at the very end. A little bit of a conspiracy theory. And I'm not usually a conspiracy theory person. I think the world I think most of the world is more mundane than is widely believed. But there's something about the energy that's really hinky, and I have brought receipts that are out in the public, but looking closely at a couple of things, and I've made a graphic, and that's at the end. It is not important in the grand scheme of things. And Mara, thank you. It's very kind. It really helps. Thank you. All right, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Was it Lewis or David? Oh, Tim. Hi, Tim. If I go to, I don't know. I hope it supported the creator. Getting this one. Anyway, all right. All right. Let's use a Pulp Tarot. Let's see who we do. All right. But let's jump into some pretty good news in the world. At 3 Cherry Bomb, the best way to deal with a conspiracy theorist, out-conspiracy them. They faked the moon landing. The guy believes in the moon. What a weirdo. That was good. I promise you, I believe the Earth is round. I believe we landed on the moon. On the whole, I'm pretty mainstream in my beliefs, but there's something about this that's just not. I think we're being lied to. That's just me. We'll talk at the end. Okay, but it's not important. All right, Sweden as of this morning, is officially a member of NATO. Yay! Welcome, Sweden. The question here: will this help calm things down in Europe? Well, define calm. Oh boy. So Sweden has become a member of NATO. Yay. Cindy says, yeah, burning Putin's bacon. 100% it's burning Putin's bacon today. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Welcome to the newest member. Let me get the rack out here so you can make sure you can see the cards. 7 of Wands, Page of Wands. Okay. This, not that Sweden was going to be pro-Russia, but Putin's feeling put upon. You started this, jerk. You jerk. You started this. And this is one more country officially against him. Queen of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. He's going to continue trying to cause rancor, spreading lies, spreading misinformation. But things are not going well for Putin. They're just not. If the noise is bothering you, please let me know, and I will let me know, and I'll close that door. Things are not going well for Putin at all. I feel like I need to read on him. Oh, I don't wanna. All right, that's what I'm here to do. Read on the energy. 7 minutes in. Putin's energy now. It's like, seriously, the man has the energy of a serial killer. It's vile. This is why I do the cuteness and the colors and the everything. It's because I don't want to live down in this muck. I have no interest in that. Whew. I gotta dive deep into the darkness for this one. Huh. Ick. Linda Johnson, get the sage out. That's a good idea. Here's my sage. We just take this, and since I don't have any pockets, I just go right there in my collar. Silly, but there it is. Oh, Cindy, you're sweet. Thank you. Oh, Putin. It's not going well. Not going well. And let me tell you something. Zelensky, not Zelensky. Well, we know Zelensky's living rent-free in Putin's head, but Navalny is living rent-free in Putin's head. Gosh, what it must be like to have a wife who loves you and supports you. What it must be like to have people you can trust around you. Trust is consistent behavior over time. I've spent a lot of money over the years on therapy, and that is one of the best pieces of wisdom that I have gleaned from years of work. Well, there's lots of other good stuff too, but trust is consistent behavior over time. And unless you're just paranoid because you yourself would push your own mother off of a cliff. Are we sure how his mother died? I'm not serious, but enemy at the gate, blah, blah, blah. Look, yes, Sweden today has joined NATO. so they're not attacking you. And it's right up on their gate, and he feels. Why does he think he's going to be attacked? Putin. Hey. Yeah, you, super paranoid guy. You realize in America we have this old adage, this pearl of wisdom. You might want to take it to heart. It is, don't start nothing, won't be nothing. What? Why is he convinced? He is convinced that the West, they've got this plan. They're going to attack. They're going to invade. They're going to take him out. They're going to attack Russia. They're going to use Ukraine as a stepping stone to destroy everything. And this guy is paranoid. And Doolally, he's nuts. He's also on so much medication, and it's spiraling. The paranoia is spiraling. Well, any chance he might, he's on that medication. I don't wish death on anyone, but I will try to surround people with like a sphere of like a mirrored sphere. So what they put out will come back to them more quickly. I think that's fair. If you do good things, you should see, and I believe that wholeheartedly. If you do good things, you should see good karma fast. If you do bad things, it shouldn't go out that this far. It should rebound on you quickly. That's my thinking. And it's also at like 12. Hang on. Okay. Cindy says, yep, 100%. Bratu says, I love to reflect a person's energy back on them. Yeah. He is convinced the West is against him. And by him, I mean all of Russia. No, not really. Vlad, we're just not that into you. You don't live rent-free in our heads. Other than the fact that we want you to get the blankety blank out of Ukraine. Other than that, we've got stuff to do. We'll help Ukraine, and then we go do our stuff. But this is, they are all against me. They have all of this money, this horrible judgment. Now they're banding together, and the walls are closing in. And all right, so I'm not getting him being out of power in the short term, which would be awesome. But I'm getting holy buckets. Am I getting paranoia? Whew. All right. Well, this is making my back hurt, so I'm going to stop now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Ugh. 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 Let me pull down some positive energy. Multiple times a day, and I highly recommend it. If you just stop for a second and just imagine divine energy just pouring down, filling you up. until you're so full that it spills out into the world. It's lovely. Okay. So that's a question. Thank you, Terry. That's very kind. Jen Bowles, 1530. Is Navalny haunting Putin? I hope he's gone on to find peace. But I've never, ever read on anybody who had a stronger will than Alexi Navalny. I have never. Cherry Bomb says yes, but not in the traditional sense. I'm kind of. Also, when this is when we start getting more into the woo woo spiritual stuff. It does seem like when spirits visit us, it's almost like some energetic equivalent of like they hold their breath to come down and interact, and then they start running, like they need some air, so they go back up, so they don't stay. Could be that too. So, Alexi Navalny, bless you. Bless you. Bless your family. Let's see here. Sorry. Are you haunting Putin? Or you? I'm getting anger. Justifiable anger. What was done to him is... Hey, Lynott, hello. Hello. What I'm getting is Navalny. All right, there is Putin and the plan. Navalny is very upset, is what I am picking up on. And that's okay. What it feels like to me is when people cross over, if they go in straight to the spiritual realm, I get a mental image. Of course, this is a metaphor, but I get a mental image of like there's this like wall of elevators, and then people come up, the spirits come up and they come out of the elevator, and their friends and family and pets and whatever else are there to greet them. And there's also like spiritual like trauma units that are there in case somebody needs help. I get that there's, oh, this is sad. I get that there's like special elevators off to the side that are specifically for children. Oh my gosh, but that's where you have people like the person I call the quote unquote patron saint of this channel, Fred Rogers. That's where he is. That's where he spends a lot of his time, is what it feels like to me. But when people cross over, they're there, they're greeted. There's things, there's a little space for people to come out of the elevator and go to the groups who've come. So there are always specifically thinking about the trauma, the quote unquote trauma units that are there, that are keeping an eye, who needs help. And they do. Sometimes they need to rush forward. It's all metaphor. and make sure that the person who's struggling, make sure that they're fully connected, get their energy aligned so they can get some positive energy in, like that's the version of air, and to calm them, help try to start to calm them down. And sometimes spirits are so traumatized when they go over, I get the feeling that sometimes even their friends and family are told, okay, you might want to just hold off just a little bit, and we're going to see what we can do to help them transition. That's the sense I get. So I get that he is really upset, but it's not, he has every reason to be upset, and it's not like he's just stewing or left or abandoned in being upset. He's got good spirits and good energy around him. They're letting him work through stuff. But I do think he spends some time. He feels like he does spend some time looking at Putin, looking at the plans, to a point where I think some of his guides are, and family on the other side, are trying to get him to. It's like, okay, yeah, okay, if you want to look, you can look, but you don't have to. Other people are taking up the fight. And of course he misses his family, but that's not what I'm talking about here. He will be at peace eventually, but it's I think right now it's pretty soon. I mean, I think we're far enough in. I mean, we're far enough in. I feel okay reading on him, but the corruption, something needs to be done about the corruption. So that's far more complicated than I thought it would be, but that's what I get. Amelia says he's free and his wife has got it. Yes. And he loves his family. He loves his wife and his children so much. So much. But no, he's we have a lot more support than we think we do. We really do. So anyway, there's that. All right, so let's move on to this section. Sarah was kind enough to grab the questions this morning, and she created a section called "Not So Magic Mike." Really? So I'm trying to. I can't even. It isn't even like, oh, gross. I don't want that mental image. I can't even make that mental image. It just doesn't compute. He's just awful. Lecture Storm says, so on the other side, we still deal with our anger. We have to process what we've been through. And we have a lot of support, and there's a lot of kindness and patience, and there's just a lot of good energy. But he was, like I said, I've never met anybody who with a stronger will, and he was focused on taking down Putin and the corruption. So, Louis Tavalis says Glenn Kirshner called him the pipsqueaker of the house. Yes. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Yes. Fran says, poor Autumn has to pull out the sage. It seems like it's going to be a crazy reading today. Yes. Lois says, Sarah is so amazing and too funny. I agree. So Mike Johnson told House Republicans to behave themselves at the State of the Union tonight. Good luck. Better, Heather said, better have a muzzle and a straitjacket ready for MTG. How will this play out? Well, they know it's coming. It's not like when they did it to Obama, where it really hadn't been done before. No, they know it's coming. She's not going to listen. She's a bully. She's a sadist. I mean, see, that's the thing. In real life, we don't usually deal with many sadists because there really aren't that many of them in the size of the population. So it's kind of hard to even wrap our heads around. How can you get endorphins from embarrassing yourself and trying to humiliate another person? And she gets off on that. How? I don't get it. Giovanna says, what do you mean we'll lose the Senate? Oh, God forbid. What? I didn't say that. Did I just, did I black out and say something I wasn't aware of? I'm stone cold sober all the time. I don't drink at all. I don't take drugs. What? Please tell me I didn't say that and not know it. Oh, I need to replace my glasses. They're not strong enough. So sometimes the font in StreamYard here, it's a little hard to read. Holly in France, what I thought you said was she's an attention hag. Hog. You wrote hog. That's attention hog. That's a normal. Okay. So how is the State of the Union address going to go this evening? By the way, I will not be going live. I know there was at least one person who was asking if I was going to. I'm not. It would give me a lot of stress, but it's not like a hearing or a court case where we're moving to a specific like legal outcome type thing. I've also been burning said candle at both ends. So I'll probably be working on my astrology course. But how's it going to go? Well, it's usually very, very much, it's actually usually has quite good numbers as far as who watches it live or afterwards. A comment react wasn't you. Giovanna, sorry. Oh no, I just normally stay on topic and try not to comment, react. It wasn't you. Okay, good. So I didn't miss something. Seven of Cups, Judgment, Knight of Wands. Yeah, there she is, MGG. I think it's going to do well. The energy around Joe Biden is good. Will they call him a liar? Will there be? Well, there she is. MTG and whoever else right in the middle, screeching their tires, burning rubber, trying to, doing donuts, trying to get attention. Because, yeah, that's really going to make a difference. Do you know what? But Speaker Mikey, he hates everything. Do you know what he told them? Why he's saying to behave themselves? He says the Republicans, that you should behave yourself tonight, in whatever phrase he used on that. Behave yourself because we have an election in 11 months. And the American people, oh, sorry. Bless. The American people need to see that we are a viable option, that we are a good choice for a ruling party or for party in power. Good luck. This is Biden doing well, and then this is I think he is going to he's going to get his digs in it at Trump's legal situation. But will there be stupidity, childishness? She's a sadist. That's what sadists do. That is what they do. Best thing you can do with the sadist, ignore them. Stay away from them. Stay away from them. Ignore them if possible. Same thing if I'll throw this in while I'm just giving advice. You know how I talk about staying there, you imagine the giant light, and draw that light down through your crown chakra, down into your body, into your energy field, until you're all shiny and a light, and it's spilling out into the world, that positive light. So not only are you filled up, but you're giving to others too, kind of like tithing, where you have positive energy, but you're also sharing, you're also helping others. That is a good thing to be able to think, good thing to do when you're talking to a narcissist. I'll have to make a video about this soon, about that. But when you're talking to somebody who is narcissistic, cruel, awful, if you stand there and you just look at them normally, you don't react, you don't feed their need for conflict and narcissism in general, and you just stand there and just with your energy, you're just focusing on bringing down this positive energy. What that does is it forms almost like a waterfall of energy in front of you, so that they can't get their energetic feelers, and a lot of what they're trying to do to you, they can't get through. And so the whole thing becomes very, very unrewarding for them to mess with you. And you're not doing anything, you're not saying anything, you're not doing anything, you're just standing there. But it's a good practice just in general, but certainly if you have to, like you've got a horrible boss, or you've got, whatever it is, start making that a multi-time a day. Draw down the positive energy. Just let them say what they're going to say. Respond in any way you would if you were not emotionally invested. Yeah, I just want to throw that out there. Okay. Bratu, be the rock in the stream. Yeah, exactly. So at 3410, Mike Johnson is promising to cut funding from the FBI, ATF, DOJ, and other agencies if the Republicans gain a larger majority post-election. Do you see defunding of those agencies soon? Defunding of the FBI, ATF, DOJ, and a partridge in a woke pear tree. 8 of, yeah, don't give these people do not think through They don't think through the consequences. It's a very myopic thing. And basically, don't give him a stick, because like a tired or hungry little toddler, you give them a great big stick and they'll just start hitting people with it. But you know Joe Biden's going to win, right? Because yeah, cherry bomb. Consequences are for the poor and unholy. Not from Mike. Exactly. Good for you, T. Jones. Good for you. Thank you, Giovanna. Thank you. Thank you. Fools. Joe Biden winning. Democrats being successful. Women voting. Far right screeching their tires, railing against the system. Someday they'll figure out that extremism doesn't draw in enough votes to actually keep winning stuff. But it's going to take them a while. They just keep putting their hand on that hot stove. They're just haven't learned it yet. Oh, my hand is charbroiled at this point. It's the stove's fault. Okay. I'll just force my will on the stove, on the hot stove. Well, you're 20 and 1. As my grandfather used to say, you're 20 and 1. Whew, all right. David Minard had a question here. I did not see this yet, so I don't know any details on this one. But David's saying, I just saw on Texas Pulse channel that MAGA Mike received a donation from the Russian behind the Maria Butina NRA Honeypot scheme. Is this where Johnson exits stage right? I got a donation from the Russian behind that whole mess. And I'm guessing it was, yeah, the stove is rigged. It's going to blow up in saintly monk Mike. The heretic. Please go read the New Testament, the red things in red that Jesus actually said. Do that. Oh, that's right. You can't do that and have the policies that you have. Surprise. Oh, it feels like there's trouble coming, but I don't know what form it takes. I'm still, you know me, Cancer Moon. I give people more chances and more patience than they probably deserve. I get burned by that. It's why it's so hard for me to reach out to people, because I'm afraid of opening myself up, because I just give and give and give and give. And that's unhealthy on my part. But he thinks he's going to have this the victory. It was part of the plan. Everybody's getting money. But they're going to be on the defensive. And this feels like Gen 6 stuff. People in Congress. Things about to change dramatically. So I don't know specifically about this, but what this is talking about is a big old wheel of fortune coming for Congress. I hope so. Quiville says a story broke weeks ago. Not much press about, mainstream media press about it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okie dokie. So there's a Bailey Boo. There's the Bailey Boo. Oh, there's the good boy. How you doing? Yes, you have a clean blanket and everything. Yes, you have a clean blanket. How you doing? Just come up here. Come up here for a minute. Oh, you or not? Okay, don't have to. That would be nice. Oh, hey, come here. Hey, come here. Hey, hey. Come here. Come here. Come here. No, okay, he's not going to do it. Yes, Cherry Bomb, the true chosen one has arrived and has a clean blankie. Yes. You're a good boy. Now let's clean this face. He's a good Bailey Boo. He's a good Bailey Boo. All right. This happened a while ago, and we didn't talk about things that did not really do much in the media. At 45. Ronny Jackson. Remember him? Dr. Feelgood? Yeah, him. Can no longer call himself a retired U.S. Navy Rear Admiral. Apparently this was a while ago, and we kind of missed it. Well, it wasn't a big thing in the news. After the White House medical probe we discussed a few weeks ago, Jackson has been demoted to captain. Actually, this was back in 2022, although he continued to lie. Yes, indeed. He has been lying. Ronny Jackson has been, he was lying about his rank. So the demotion carries a significant financial burden in addition to the social stigma of stripped rank in military circles. Having played Trump's Dr. Feelgood hurt Jackson's political career too. Hello, cuteness. You are the good boy. You are the good baby boy. Ronny Jackson. Yes, the empath. You mean his rank is rank? Why, yes, I do. That was good. Valerie Cravat. Stolen valor. Yeah. Colleen Francis. Oh, Doc Candyman lied. Who would have thought? Yeah. Ronny Jackson. I think he's got some more problems ahead of him. Are you okay, Matthew? Are you okay? A good boy. Yes, you are. He's got more trouble ahead of him. Matter of fact, back here's a justice card behind this. He can stand there and in his, like, there are pictures of him with Trump and what have you, and he's standing nearby with his arms crossed and he's got the white coat on and looking all, yeah. Uncover the news. Ronny Jackson Twitter bio, Congressman for Texas 13, former White House physician and retired Navy Rear Admiral. Texan veteran physician leader. Liar. Thank you. Thank you, Kristen, from Uncover the News. Thank you for bringing that. Yeah, liar. What he did could have gotten people killed. And right now he thinks he's sitting pretty, but this King of Pentacles, this doesn't feel great for him. This is very much being legally hemmed in. He's got quite the briar patch he's about to head into. The impasse is professional drug dealer. Allegedly, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Sage, yes, Valerie at Sage the Scales Tarot, the new channel, Sage the Scales Tarot. Valerie said liar, dealer. Yeah, there we go. So he's got some trouble. It doesn't feel like he's out of the woods. And he shouldn't be, because people could have died. And that's on him. So, vile. Just vile. Well, anyway, now we know. At least now we know the truth. Demoted. Liar. Okay. At 4610, Brachu had a question. 4610. Trump and Elon Musk met yesterday. Hang on. Okay, sorry. Let's make this. Okay, Bratu had a question. Trump and Musk met yesterday. Later, Musk stated he would not contribute to Biden or Trump's campaigns. Did Trump and Musk make some sort of other deal so Trump can get money for his judgments? Making a deal isn't contributing to the campaign. Yeah. Basically, is Elon Musk going to help Trump? Because Elon Musk is not the wealthiest man in the world anymore. Just saying. And frankly, he's at least as insufferable as Bezos. But here we are. Oh, thank you, Ang. Knight of Wands. Okay, far right extremism. Seven of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Chariot, Three of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. Musk might push Trump stuff, positive Trump stuff up on X. I think they're both pretty underhanded. Trying to push things. We need to move things along, make Trump look better, make Elon Musk himself look better, move things along. But the court cases are still, Trump's court cases are just going to keep dominating this image of the patriarch Trump and his family, and this whole lie. This is a card. This is Pentacles, so this is money, but this is more the Trump dynasty. This is Trump's court cases. I'm seeing more promotion. I'm not necessarily seeing chunks of money. Yes, you. What's up? All right. Let's see. I've still got time. I've got time if you've got time. Thank you for being here. Cynthia O'Keefe says Kaplan money today. Wait, what? Spiralize says X, short for toxic. Yes. Yes, Squeaker Bunny. All right. Kristen from Uncover the News has a question. You're awesome. $49.50. Will Trump Tower be set to become subsidized housing for the homeless and migrants if seized? Trump Tower. Soup kitchen where there used to be that Tiffany's down there. Or maybe there still is. I don't know. King of Swords. I keep getting law coming for Trump's assets. I keep getting that. Fortune, King of Wands, King of Cups, Temperance, and Emperor. No. But, hi, hey, come up here. You could come up here. Yes, you could. Trump's, he was up on the Wheel of Fortune, and now he is underneath. King of Wands, that's Trump the man. This is King of Cups. This is Jack Smith or Joe Biden or any prominent someone he sees as a Democrat who's out to get him. But the Emperor is going to be tempered in a major arcana way because he's just a man now. So, yeah, it'd be nice. It would be fitting, but I don't get that. All right. Kristen's asking, who will seize Trump Tower first, Carol or James? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, hang on. Sherry W says, Elon told him no, he will not fund and bail him out financially. Yeah, that's what I read too. And I get more maybe Elon will have X promote, like boost a little bit to good stuff about Trump. But yeah, that's all I was getting. So I could look at that tomorrow. But anyway, I've got a bunch of questions here I do want to get to, but thank you. At 5240. Oh, sorry if the noise is bothering you. Judge Cannon just sent a document saying 2 amicus briefs from Trump-aligned lawyers may be of considerable help on Trump's motions to dismiss. Will this be a way for Smith to have Cannon removed? The thing is, she could dismiss the case, but she's going to she would do it later rather than sooner. She's trying to drag this out as long as possible to help Trump. And Trump has come out and said she's a really good person. And if there's an opening on the Supreme Court, she would be a really good nominee. Apparently he has just said that on Truth Social. Oh boy, I'm just getting 3 cards on this. World, that would be you're done. Yeah, she's good. She's closer to being kicked off. She is making boneheaded decisions that are leaving her isolated. The burden of putting her, not just her thumb, but she's not just put her thumb on the scale for Trump. She's like sitting on it. And she's going to get kicked off. It's the world. This is sooner rather than later. So I'm wondering if this is the topic that gets her, because right underneath that I've got the Hangman. Yeah. This might be the ticket, her ticket out of this case. Wow. Man. Part 2 says, yippee skippy. All right, what else have we got here? So, oh, okay. So at 55:15, Kristen had the question, if Trump's planes are seized, will Trump have to take economy, or will the RNC or one of his cult provide a private plane? So is Dumpy going to end up flying commercial, or are one of his suckers going to front him? Magician, a rabbit out of a hat. 8 of Swords, 9 of Cups, Queen of Cups, Hierophant, Empress. This feels like women taking his money. All of it. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it's we haven't seen even the beginning of what this is going to look like when the institution forces the women who are going to take all of Trump's money. He's trying to pull a rabbit out of a hat, but I'm not getting anything about a plane here. I just get him losing everything. Trump and his plane. His memories of buckets of KFC. To scrape up the layer of fast food grease off the carpet. Queen of Pentacles. Women taking his money. Discard for the reading. Beneath that, working with the courts or whomever else, but working together to take his money. Page of Cups, Chariot, 8 of Pentacles, for what he did. I'm not getting anything about a plane. Unless maybe the Chariot, because that's a 60s kind of, I don't know, space age-ish, plane-ish. I mean, if you stretch it, maybe. But for what he did, all I'm getting, women taking everything. The women he hurt. That's all I'm getting. Fran says, but he's rich, so rich. Uh-huh. All right. Anne says that's a 60 Corvette. Oh, it's a 1960 Corvette? Awesome. All right. So at 58:30. Oh, all right. This is where I'm going to stop on the readings for today. Thank you. I'm going to go over a little bit of a conspiracy theory. I do not expect you to agree. I'm not pushing. I'm just going to show you something that struck me. I could be wrong. But the whole Kate Middleton thing. If you don't stay, I totally understand. But I wanted to show you something about the picture, the one picture that has come out. Okay, and the other questions I will roll over to tomorrow. Okay. And anyone who is not staying, just know you're not alone. We are in this together, and there are good days ahead. All right. All right, and anybody who wants to stay, I will share this. So, the last time anyone officially saw Kate Middleton was Christmas. Right? The energy around this is hinky. I do not think she's been unalived in any way. I don't get that. That's not the energy I'm getting. But there's something seriously hinky here. And Janelle says, I saw the picture of her in the car. Yes. So there is a company called Backgrid that's who celebrities will call to take paparazzi photographs of them, or to sometimes photographers will sell whatever photos they can get to Backgrid. That's the name of a company. So if you hear that about something on Backgrid, it makes it sound like it's like part of a movie set or lot or something. And it's the paparazzi picture-y thing. So let me share the screen. Emergency Remedial Tree says, I'm staying because I am hardcore. All right. Here's the thing. This is the picture. Okay. This is the only picture. The TMZ got hold of this, and I'm giving them credit both in this next thing and also TMZ. This picture is from Backgrid, but TMZ ran with it. Okay. This is the only picture of Kate since Christmas. It is March 7th. And this woman is one of the most photographed human beings on the planet. Until now. So, Michelle, as she's married, Middleton was her maiden name. She prefers her married name. I understand, Michelle, but that's how most people in this country know her. So that's why I was calling her that. And here in the States, a lot of people get really kind of confused if you start talking, even with Harry and Meghan, if you start just talking about the Sussexes, it's like, what? Oh, them. Yeah. So anyway, but they know Kate Middleton. So that's why I said this. Okay. This photograph was apparently taken as his car was moving. That is her mother and Kate Middleton. Weezy Squeezebox says it takes a long time to recover from abdominal surgery. True. And that may be the case. I am just saying, one, the energy is hinky. Maybe this whole thing is, maybe it's just harmless. Okay. And then some of these things, some people have been complaining about that. Let me just show you what I've got. Okay. Make this big again and go over here. All right. What some people are saying, first of all, is, let me make a copy. Let me make a copy of this. What some people are pointing out, first of all, is there's some kind of weirdness. Well, they say there's some kind of weirdness back here. That because the car wheels, let me make it this way. Yes, dear, I'll cover you up just a second. Now, some people are saying there's some weirdness back here, that it looks like there's almost like two car tires behind, but there's nothing behind them. Now, the people who are not into conspiracy theories, they say that that's a tree. There are two trees that are right there. It's like, okay, they have odd little white things on them, but okay, all right. But the people who say no, there's no conspiracy here. Those are trees, and it's true. If you look at these tires, they curve in on the edges, and the tree does not. Tree goes straight up and down. Fair enough. However, I'm curious. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying I am curious why it is. Oh, okay, I'll cover you up, Goofus. There you go. Maybe all covered. Get to have a nap. Why it is, because back here there's a tree here, and it's really bright. what and if down here, if that's a tree, where's the rest of it? So that's a tree trunk. Even if it gets smaller at the top, what Catherine Lopez says, okay, not her abdominal surgery people. Sitting, seatbelts, road bumps, etc. Painful. No way, not her. Okay. Yeah, Sage Scarlet Tarot. No, Sage the Scales Tarot. Sorry, Scarlet. What was that? It's half a tree. Yes. Okay. So it's like, all right. All right. So okay, we'll just even if we go, all right, sure. Maybe there's a fence. Maybe there's a posts. They're giant posts for some. Maybe the trees were cut right there for some reason. I don't know. All right. Second point. This is a weird angle for a photograph. Was the person sitting on the grass? Where was maybe the road was raised? I mean, it does look, maybe this might be a little darker right here at the bottom in the front, which would mean maybe there's a dip, but where was the person who took this photograph? And if this photograph is if people are questioning this photograph, why can't someone go back and say, hey, this is what this looks like from this angle without them there? There are so many ways. I mean, that's an extreme way, but there's so many ways they could put all of this to rest, and they're not doing it. A motorcycle, Cindy was asking, it would have even a motorcycle, there would be somebody back here, and that looks like it's off the road, plus the tires don't go in, so I don't know. Yeah, and it could be long lens and that sort of thing, and the car was moving. Telephoto lens, it's possible, but it's still an odd angle. So, okay, so we're there at that point. But the first thing that struck me when I first saw this was, if you zoom in, now Kate Middleton has had, they say she's had surgery, and okay, so maybe she's lost some weight, even more weight, maybe something, but she's wearing sunglasses. But I can't help, every time I look at this picture, that looks an awful lot like Pippa, her sister. So Stephanie Martin says, how would anyone know that was her? Yeah. It can. I mean, I look at it, I go, yeah, it could be Kate. And then I look at Pippa and I'm like, no, that's Pippa. So it makes total sense that Pippa would be in the car with a car with her mother. Yeah, but let me make this bigger. Mary Smith says, I just found a picture of very similar of Pippa and her mom in a car that looks similar. Yeah. Let me, like I said, let me make this bigger for you. All right, I will group that. And I'll make this as big as I can. And then I'll zoom in. Because I know some of you are looking on a very small screen. Make of that what you will. Just saying. CCMC says, I think it looks like Kate. Awesome. Yeah, and it could very well be. If someone tells me that's Kate and I look at it, I go, that's Kate. And then I look at Pippa and I'm like, wait a minute. So I put sunglasses on both of them. How about that? Let's have a look at that. I went and I got some Ray-Ban, a picture of Ray-Ban glasses. They're not exactly that shape, but I got something close-ish. All right, so let's have a look at that. Put sunglasses on, and I put sunglasses on both of them. Okay, these are the same sunglasses. Slightly different shape. You could argue about the size. Group. It's just a little bit bigger. Zoom in. And now it is up to you. It is up to you to decide. Is it Kate? Could be. Could very well be. So I just wanted to throw that in there because the energy around this is weird. So whatever you think, you know me, I'm not a conspiracy theory kind of person. I'm not. So I want receipts. I'm also, I mean, it seems kind of arrogant to say I'm a graphic artist, but I kind of am. And so it's like, all right, show me the picture. Show me the pictures. Let me look carefully. So the empath says scorpion to the bone. Yes, I am. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Mystic Dax says, own it, you're a graphic artist. Oh, thank you. Thank you, I appreciate that. All right, and that's gonna do it for me for today. All right, so I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for putting up with me. And like I said, I know some people aren't into this kind of thing, but I wanted to share what I found. And let me see. I still don't get good cards on this situation. Firm, Thief, Emperor. These are not good. These are not good cards. Well, those could be, but this is saying she knows something that could derail, that could hurt. That's what I keep getting. I just keep getting the same thing. Same thing. So I've never once said I'm 100% accurate when it comes to reading, because nobody is. Nobody who does readings. But I just, okay, that's it. That's all I had to say. All right. I'll be quiet now. All right. It's 1:27 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I will be over on the Creative Sprints channel as usual. Time will tell. I agree, B.A. Haven. Thank you, Charles. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Lainey. I hope you have a wonderful day. And as I said earlier, you're not alone. We are in this together, and there are good days ahead. There really are. So hang in there. All right. And I will see you right back here tomorrow. Same cat time, same cat channel. All right.